Good afternoon, everybody. Beautiful day, 16th of August 2025. I'm at a place northwest of Beijing. I'll put a map at the end of the video as to where I am. It's an unpronounceable name for me. I've made a video here before along the riverside. I'll tag that in the description. But I've explored a little bit more since the last video. Because this riverside, here is a cafe, a brand new unopened cafe. I'm on a brand new unused social space. This was, I believe, before then, I think it was built on the back of the 2022 Beijing Olympics, Winter Olympics. I'm in the heart of the Olympic villages. This wasn't an Olympic village. It's a town very close to the Olympic villages. The Olympics were held in the mountains that way and in the mountains that way. But this town had a sense of boom. And as you enter the town, there's a sign, and I haven't got a photograph of it yet, that says, "Welcome to Hebei. Spend your summer weekends in the Garden of Hebei," or words to that effect. I will photograph it. And it's a story, I believe it's a story where things were booming. Feel good factor. 2022 Olympics are out the way. This is being built. There's apartment blocks being built. There's apartment blocks unfinished. And we all know what happened shortly after 2022. The pandemic hit. Well, this is a network of walkways, pedestrian ways along the riverside. Beautiful for people that never came, people that have never came since the pandemic. And the result is, this is all going to waste, going to rack and ruin, lack of maintenance. There are some guys working actually in the garden now, just barely keeping topside of, I don't know, just stuff that's growing everywhere. The rest of it is falling apart. I'm going to walk around. There's a cafe, there's some artwork, there's some viewing platforms, there's some steps. I think there's a bit of an outdoor theatre, the roof terrace. I'm on this terrace here, public meeting space. The riverside, I shall go back down the riverside and I'll show you what was obviously somebody's dream that I guessed turned into a nightmare. A dream that went bust. A dream that went bust because of things were out of our control. And somebody's going to point the finger at the pandemic. I don't care about that. The whole world suffered on the pandemic, and I'm in northwest of Beijing, and I can see the result here, and it's such a shame that nothing has been done. More about that later. So I'm on the roof terrace now from the cafe. Show you the views. That's heading out of town that way. That's a walkway I've just come across. There's the river. You're into the sun, so it might get blurry and glared. So here, there's apartment blocks the other side of the river. Keep spinning around across the terrace, steps coming into view, steps there, seating, apartments behind it, and apartments down that way. So a nice outdoor space. Let's have a little walk round. More decking here.
go to the end here. Look how overgrown it is. And this is a good bit. Let me turn off and I can walk the other way because of the sun. So I've just walked through to the other end. There's a gateway here into one of the courts. Whether it's open or not, I don't know. But there's certainly a wooden deckway. Whether that was this is their contribution to the community, I don't know. But then we've got this beautiful paved seating area. Looking out again over the river. We call that the boardwalk. Over the boardwalk. The weeds, all out of control, lack of maintenance. Dog mess. I won't show pictures of the dog mess, I'm walking around it at the moment. There's an entranceway there from the road. Some standing stones placed here, rather artistic. Right, I'll walk on further and film some more. I'm on a bit of a jungle pathway at the moment. I've just come through there. I've just come through this section here. So like I say, this is a bit of a jungle pathway. Don't know where it leads. It's like a zigzag path. Beautiful zigzag pathways in China. As you can see, this isn't one of them. That's the entrance way from the road in, from this side of the river. Walk through here. What an amazing place to come and promenade and stroll. And that's what they do in China. They walk around, they enjoy the open space. There should be ladies here dancing, music, kids playing, but there isn't. There are people here. So the cafe was never been opened. I did just take a photo inside the cafe. The cafe has never been opened. It's still got a rough concrete floor and it's got one door fitted, I think. So all so close to being finished and ready to open. And I don't know the history. I'm only surmising, but we can all surmise what happened in the early 2020s. Another pathway there, inaccessible because everything's grown over it. Wooden walkway goes down here. What great potential. Little bits of mosaic artwork. This is where I've just walked down. There's some people here, I don't want to show you them. Lovely steel artwork here with Chinese writing on. I'm going to take some photographs rather than video. So there's the remains of some sort of display here, which that looks like a whale. Don't know what that says. Does anybody tell me? I'm up on the roadside now. There. I've come to have a look from the top here to see what we can see. Just climb up here. Look, there's a couple of pillars there. Artwork. There's a shed here, which I guess belongs to the guys that woodwork here. There's a mast. Mobile phone mast here. So they're getting money from the mobile phone companies for having a mast. I don't know how much they get for that. I know it's quite a lot of money in the UK and in America. Right, onward and upward, as they say. Come to a stairway now to get down. Very overgrown. A notice board there that would have given information out, I guess, if things are to happening. We walk down this wonderful, wonderful stairway. Overhanging trees, so I can't see much of a view yet. To a square. Artwork there, silhouetted against the sun. Let's see if we can work around. Obviously dragons. Donkeys are dragons of the land and dragons are dragons of the sky, I've been told recently. So that would have been, or is, a water feature. This is where I've just come down. There's more stairs here to go down. This is the back side of the dragons. That's the tail and the body winding round the two pillars. So the grounds people, they are working on the grass, keeping the grass down for whatever reason. Possibly fire risk, I guess, I don't know. There's the dragon. Right, I'll take some stills. So the pathway here goes up to the bridge and then it ends. And then there's a bit more construction of the pathway without the bricks on it, further along to under the bridge, and then there's a gap, and then so the work was continuing along under the bridge on both sides. That's as far as that got. I guess this never got used. Certainly the cafe never got used. The river's, oh, it's quite nice actually, naturally. But the river was supposed to be dammed and bodies of water. Now I understand on that footing, the water comes from another area, and for some reason, if they want water to stop off here on the way by, they have to pay. And they can't come to an agreement on how much to pay for the water, or they can't pay for the water, so they've had to let the water go, is what I'm told. So that is my little bit on the abandoned cafe and public square and public place part of the video. I'm now going to walk down the river back down to the apartment and show you what state that is in. Again, a beautiful public space and a fantastic dream. You could parade up one side of the river, back down the other. It has the potential still to be beautiful and used, but it isn't. And before we go and look at the rest of it, because some of it further down does affect me more so than this, what about people? Now, I don't know the protocol here in China, whether people action can do anything, but if you lived here, if I lived here, I would be wanting to tidy things up. Things like this. I walk around with a drill, just a bit of care. Maybe they're not allowed to, maybe Chinese people aren't allowed to, maybe Chinese people don't want to, I don't know. If you please comment as to why, if you're watching me from China or off Red Note, please tell me why this is allowed to happen. Because I wouldn't want this if I was a resident, and I would want to do something about it. And I don't mean write to authorities and tell them what they should do. I'd want to come down here and cut some weeds. The phone stopped recording me. I'm going to make the riverside another video, because going back along it, I'm going into the sun, so I can't really video it properly. So I'm going to make another video about the riverside. So there'll be part 2 to this video, or even part 3, because I guess this is part 2 to my previous video, which I will include in the description. So thank you for watching. Please, if you're Chinese and you're watching this and you have any answers for me, please let me know.